All right, hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. This is Rob here at Smirking Gun Reviews. We're back with the final episode of Season 1 of the Umbrella Academy. It is called The White Violin. So, full spoilers if you have not seen this episode. So, just right out the get-go, let's just get this out of the way. That was fucking dope. Not to put the fine point on it. Yeah, that was great. The beginning of this. So what the this episode, man, makes you really want to see a new season of this. The questions that they're bringing up in this are really crazy. So we got this beginning that says long ago, where it's their dad, Reginald Hargreaves, in what you think is what okay, so if it's long ago, are we talking like long ago, like Star Wars long ago? Because nuclear bombs going off or missiles getting shot off from what looks like I don't know what was in that field, but then they go to like just really crappy looking, docks and city sets. So I'm like, when does this take place? Where does this take place? What the hell is going on? So I really want to know what the hell's going on with Hargreaves and his wife. What was their deal there? But all good questions, like all stuff that just really makes me salivate to know what the actual hell is going on. But meanwhile, with the rest of the story, yes, Anya's gone full Dark Phoenix and tearing the whole school down, which is fine. I guess, if Pogo, I feel bad about Pogo. But you never really know, like, if he's always just been there doing what what Reginald wanted. Even though he knows, like, probably some of this shit is really, really wrong. So I guess, in the end, he was a fitting sacrifice. And again, this is another character whose only real importance is dying. Like, he's a cool effect, he's a cool idea, the concept of this thing. We've never seen, we haven't seen his backstory. To be that as invested other than he's a human level intelligent chimp. And so when he died, I honestly just felt not that much. I mean, I felt it was more important for Vanya's character that he died than me caring that he died in general. But Grace going down with the ship too, I bet you she's fine. I hate it when they do that. When they're like, no, it's it. She's gone. They're dead. They're never dead. Not unless you're watching a biopic where you know that something happened and that there's a fake out and they find out that person's alive. Anyway. But I bet your mom was okay underneath all that rubble somehow. And again, just seeing more of like how it was to be Vanya. And, understanding completely. But, yeah, she just goes full on Dark Phoenix here, or White Phoenix, or whatever you want to say. I mean, I don't think that she intended I don't know if she intended to destroy the world or not. I don't know if she knew how powerful she was. God damn, is she powerful, though. We got this stuff with, Hazel and Cha-Cha here and the commissioner. I don't like it when they just suddenly, switch back to like, okay, here's the new assignment, and then that's what happens. And I like that that's not what happens here. I like that Hazel basically double crosses everybody and just like, you know what, I've had enough. So first he sends Cha-Cha through the windshield, which I was like, look, you waited for her not to move. Yeah, she flew through a fucking windshield. She should be dead. But you know that if you don't get out and put two in the head, horror movie style, that person's coming back. but it was still cool to see her go through the windshield. And then Hazel going back to the hotel, killing the commissioner. Again, her saying to him, I thought you were the smart one. So there's still more, like, it's like she knew she was going to die and that this guy was about to screw everything up. Now, whether or not who's right, who's wrong, timeline-wise, I mean, I don't know. Because they bring up some pretty, interesting concepts of, like, time and what's really important, the here and now or whatever, what's going to happen. Like, the bigger picture stuff. Like, what happens now if something were to happen to us? Who's to say that that wouldn't bring about something even better? You know what I mean? So it's like, oh, it's kind of fucking, it's a crazy way to think about things. But I like, Hazel taking care of business here. And I wonder who Cha-Cha was trying to call at the end of this. But that's pretty much it for them. So we get to the theater and everything like that. And I gotta say, this was really, really impressive. The whole thing with Klaus being able to use Ben and seeing the tentacles and everything in action was fucking great. I was so happy with that. I love that they finally realized that Klaus is telling the truth. And that's amazing too. The whole thing with where she's got everybody getting their life sucked out of them. So let's talk about that. Oh my gosh. So I really thought that they were going to go Wolverine on Phoenix and have him kill her, have Allison blow her head off. But I love it. That was smart. Put it against her ear, break her concentration, and send a fucking Death Star laser beam out of her that hits the freaking moon and then blows that up basically and sends an asteroid and a bunch of other asteroids, which I gotta say, I love that effect of that thing smashing into the Earth was great. I loved it. And just seeing all of it, everybody going up, and Five saying that there's, something that we can do and go time travel together. Everybody else getting torched except for Hazel, who blipped out of there without a briefcase. So somebody was looking out for him. I don't know what caused that. But we know he's safe and his donut friend is safe. And then everybody else zips out like at the last second to parts unknown. And with Vanya not being dead. So we've got Klaus with some new crazy powers. We've got Vanya needing to be fixed, which I hope that's what we're going to deal with in season 2. I'm glad they didn't show us where they landed. I'm really, really glad. That means it can be anything except, no, I can always read about it and find out what's going to happen. Like I can always read the comics. But right now, it can be anywhere in my imagination. So I can't wait to see, it's going to be within reason. But I can't wait to see what happens next. This turned out to be a pretty solid, great, not a superhero show. Comic book show. This is really good. This is like I dig this, man. And even though I do find it predictable, this is pretty awesome. And I like where this is headed, where we're taking smaller known books, taking their great ideas and making them into successful television shows or movies. We need more of this stuff because amidst all as much as I love Marvel and everything, and what the MCU is doing, I think it's good to keep in focus that there's other stuff besides just our standard superheroes, that there are other really cool ways to take these kind of stories. And again, if you don't watch this, if you like this, man, check out Deadly Class. I can't recommend that enough either. So we've got 2 really good kind of independent comics turning into pretty good TV shows this year. So it's a great start for the year right now. I mean, and with Game of Thrones coming up pretty soon, this is going to be a freaking awesome year for television. Hopefully, I think there was some really great television last year, but there was some really bad television last year too. So let's not dive too far away from this subject. So I don't have any idea where we're going to go with this, except that it's going to be more time traveling, crazy adventures with the Umbrella Academy, and I really hope we get everybody back and get some explanation with what's going on with old Reginald Hargreaves. So anyway, I think I just needed to hit on the big stuff, and I hit on it here. So anyway, that was great. Thank you all of you for watching these. I hope. I'm sorry it's taken me a while to finish them, but that's just them breaks. Sometimes you gotta wait. So anyway, if you like this review, please hit the like button, comment, share, subscribe, all that rigmarole. Otherwise, I can't wait to see. We'll be back with more reviews when the second season drops, hopefully sometime next year or so. Otherwise, like I said, I'm doing the best of Game of Thrones reviews starting as soon as I can figure out what those episodes are. So if in the comment section you want to let me know what some of your favorite Game of Thrones episodes are, I would really appreciate all the help to help get me focused on that, because that's what I'm going to be doing kind of for right now, in lieu of anything else. Otherwise, we still will have Deathly class tomorrow, so look forward to that. So this is Robert Smirking Interviews saying have a great night. I really, man, that was really great, and we'll see you later. Bye.